Hey everybody. I've been having trouble again trying to download videos. Something I think it actually has to do with the format or something. Something changed. I did an update on my phone because I video from my phone a lot of times because I don't like the quality of the computer. But I guess I may have to start doing it from the computer again. But my laptop. But anyway, I wanted to give y'all an update that um, no MRSA. I feel great. Um, under the circumstances, my face is hurting a little bit. And I think it's because, I'm rolling it, massaging it, trying to get it to, at least in this spot, be more soft and stuff. He wants that before I have surgery in November. I go see him in November on November 1st, and then if everything is still doing well because my nose has dropped considerably, and if everything is looking good, he will schedule surgery right then that date. For he'll schedule it that day before Thanksgiving. It will be definitely before Thanksgiving. So, and that is, and he said that he was going to, and I may have said this in another video. I can't remember, and I don't feel like going back and looking. So, that he was going to redo this completely so that I wouldn't even have a scar there. He was all, going to redo this obviously, and then and this has gone down. It still pokes out. If you kind of look, I've contoured it a little bit, so it doesn't look quite as but and it's not as bulbous, but like so he is going to go in and fix this and make sure this. He'll probably shave that down and shave this down, right here. Here is where it was the deepest and went to the bone, like it was in the bone. So I had nothing under here at all, um, and in actuality, he said, it took, and this is considered your lip. I know we all think these are, our lips, but this is, it came all the way down through here. It's just as the healing process is done, it's, and you can see I still have, due to this, I still look like I have Bell's palsy a little bit. I can't open my mouth too wide. Like I can't eat an apple. I try to eat a plum, and thank God plums are soft because it was super hard for me to eat the plum because I couldn't get my mouth open wide enough. But anyway, I do feel better. I used that NAC along with, and I'm still taking a round of it's Augmentin and it's called Augment Cal, whatever. It's Augmentin and another. It's like penicillin. They don't. It wasn't MRSA. The test came back negative. It wasn't COVID. That test came back negative. So they don't know what caused or what is causing. Because I'm not running fever. It depends. See, I run fever, low grade fever when I'm tired. I get and I get real tired. Have chronic fatigue, so I get real tired, real fast. It's real weird how it does it, but I felt so good. Like my husband called me this morning and he said, "What were you doing last night?" He goes, "What time did you go to bed?" I said, "Almost 2." And he's like, "Why?" He goes, "You were exhausted." I said, "I know." I said, "But I don't know." I started thinking about, you know, we've been in our home 2 years and I still don't have it fully decorated how I want it. I'm doing a minimalist because only in our foyer and up the stairs do I have family pictures. The rest of the house is not. It is done minimalist. It's, because I don't like clutter. I need things to be very soothing for me, because I'm so, like this, and people suck the life out of me and that kind of thing. So I need my space to be very soothing and just calm, and that is how the rest of my house is. And I've done it in modern, kind of modern farmhouse, um, and since I'm Irish, I decorated some, and in Irish, and some Irish symbols, Irish, the old medieval writing, and that kind of thing, and the sayings. Um, but it's very minimalist. But I got up and I was like, for some reason, I just decided, I thought of some things, and I thought, oh, I could put that here and da 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 da, and my husband noticed it when he got up this morning, and and let me tell you, if you find you a good man, a good woman, a good partner, um, you may not always agree or see eye to eye on everything, but when what you love about them is more than what aggravates you. You know what I mean? And uh, and they're a good person. You need to do all you can to keep them. I mean, they need to do all they can to keep you too. But I mean, I sent him a picture of me today. I put on makeup. I mean, I've got tethered clothes on because I haven't changed, because I was doing some other stuff around the house before I left. I'm gonna go out and get some stuff. And I just sent him a picture, and he called me and said, "My God, you look beautiful." And I said, "Shut up." He goes, "No, I'm serious." He goes, if you could never have another surgery," he goes, "you look beautiful." He goes, "To me, I'm not lying." He goes, "When I looked at that picture, I thought, my God, I am lucky my wife is beautiful." He goes, "And you always have been." He goes, "And despite all that has happened to you," he goes, "you're still beautiful." He goes, and so, of course, look at me, I'm tearing up. But, so if you can find somebody who loves you like that, you can weather any storm, because God has sent that person to you to weather the storm with you. So, he's my soulmate. I mean, he has to be. He's 10 years older than me. The odds of us ever meeting were slim to none. Um, and, I mean, we were engaged within a few months of meeting each other, and we would have been married. We were married within a year of meeting each other. Well, within a year. So, and that we are the exception, not the rule. I know that. But, there's some other exceptions out there, and it doesn't have to be that way, but it was just, we knew, um, and I was younger, um, but, and I'd already graduated college. I already had a job. I was a career woman, and it's amazing. I didn't want to get married. I didn't want to have children, and it's amazing what you want till God shows you, you know. You have to have the right person in your life before you realize the things you didn't want, you actually wanted. You just didn't have the right partner to make you want those things. And if it wasn't for God, we would have never met. So, and to know, I told him, there's a very likely chance I cannot have children. Not that I can't bear them, that they wouldn't allow me to have it because I'm such a bad diabetic. And I said, I need to know. I don't want that to, I need to tell you that up front. I mean, first date, I mean, we were like, really. And, and, and I said, I mean, I suppose if this goes anywhere, we could adopt. We both agreed we didn't want to adopt. That if we couldn't have a child, we just would not have a child. And, uh, you know, I was blessed that my doctors, they didn't want to. I begged them. They did not want me to get pregnant. And I begged them to allow me to, and God was with me. Seriously, my blood sugars had never been better. Um, so, of course, afterwards, they went to hell in a handbasket. And, but they said no more. They were like, no more. We will not sign off on it, and no other endocrinologist nor will a gynecologist sign off for you to have another child. It would do irreparable damage to you, which we're surprised it didn't. I mean, I did have a few complications. Well, I mean, he was early. He was 3 weeks early. They had to take him. But, you know, so it's not always, it's not always doom and gloom, everybody, and we had decided if I couldn't get pregnant, we would just be together, we would be happy together. Um, but we did have, I like to call him Lucy when he acts up, short for Lucifer, my child, and I do call him Lucy. I'll be like, okay, Lucy, you know, but he's my miracle baby because he is a miracle. It is a miracle. Even my doctor said that he, that I was able to carry him, and neither one of us, had any major, problems. So, but anyway, I'm sorry I got off on a tangent. But two, for diabetics and especially type 1 diabetics, you know, always be careful. I mean, listen to your doctors, but I listened to them while I was pregnant. I mean, I did what they said. Uh, and if I felt that since I was such a high risk, I mean, they will accommodate to you. I don't know about now, hell, but I know they did back then. And I mean, there were times couldn't feel him move, and I'd immediately call. They take me in. We do a sonogram and stuff. So, but if it is, you know, if it is, and they say that it is so dangerous, I mean, it is a miracle. Like, I shouldn't have, in all reality, on paper, I should have never even tried to get pregnant. But I didn't want a child till I met my husband. I didn't know what I wanted till God gave it to me. So, but anyway, sorry to get off on a tangent, but, and he blessed us. So, and he has always blessed us, even through this. And I think, well, he's never put on me more than I can handle. This was almost as more than I could handle. I'll just tell you. I mean, not that I hadn't cried, but there's no, nothing wrong with crying. I mean, that helps you get out. I always say pain and crying is fear leaving the body. So, that comes from the military husband. But it is, pain. And I always say pain and crying is fear leaving the body. So, let it leave. Pray and let it leave. So, but I was really concerned about the MRSA. And I mean, I was more concerned about MRSA than I was COVID. Yep. Um, so, that was a huge blessing. I prayed about it. And taking that, because whatever's still in me, do you know what I'm saying? Whatever's causing infection, which I really do. I don't think it's necessarily an infection. I think that I'm running fever because all this is healing, and then I'm going in and rolling it, and it's, it's kind of pulling it apart, and it's having to grow back together, but it has gotten softer. I mean, it's still hard right here, but like this is super soft. And then as you come up here, it's like right there. So I roll it, but Lord Jesus, 6 pounds, 8 ounces, baby Jesus. When I roll it, it makes it itch so bad, and I can't scratch like where it itches. You know, I can't find that spot. I've said that before. But anyway, but I do recommend, now this is just my recommendation, I would check with your doctors and stuff prior to taking this. I'll be honest, I did not. I just took it. Normally I would, but I mean, I had said something to my doctor, my endocrinologist, about taking CBD oil for my arthritis, and he was like, "That's great." Well, you know, it's not. They don't know how, you know, to regulate it as far as the amounts and stuff like that, and the amounts that you need, because no studies have been done on it. And that, to me, that's more dangerous. They're saying that that's more dangerous. So I'm like, I think that this for a virus, and I'm telling you, I mean, not that you're going to immediately, you know, feel 100%, but you will feel better. You will notice that you're running less fever. It's not as high. I mean, it was probably within 3 days, and I'd been sick for almost 2 weeks, running high fever. So there you go. But I hope you guys are doing well. I called Insulet, let me tell you that real quick, and they are so vague on everything, you know, about the Omnipod Horizon or the Omnipod 5, you know, closed loop system. I mean, when I say vague, I mean, they're not even vague. I mean, they just basically refuse to tell me anything about it. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. So when it comes out to the closed loop system, but I'm going to check around with some other, you know, content providers on YouTube that talk about it and maybe more in the know. I know that in England, you know, things come out quicker there than they do here. And there's one guy that I know that lives in England and is a diabetic, and I may try to contact him and see if he's got any idea when it's going to come out here, you know. So, because they'll have to upgrade everybody that wants to be upgraded that's already on it, and see, that's part of the problem too. But anyway, but if I find out anything, I will let you guys know. I hope y'all are doing great. I hope you're staying safe. Check out that NAC. It's called The Vitamin Shop online. And try to laugh today. Be sarcastic. Have a good attitude. And have a sense of humor. You know, life's too short and nobody ever makes it out alive. So, and remember, as always, be the reason somebody gets drunk today. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.